Good evening, Suffolk Ram.
Skazz, yes.
Welcome to episode 274 of the Van Nerds podcast.
270, the number.
274.
274. Oh my. That's crazy. We've done loads.
It is rather scary, isn't it? We're not going to be far off 300.
I know, mate. I think when 300 comes, some massive event has to happen. Because, I mean, what else? Why is this podcast still going?
I don't know.
Why has the universe let this happen, yet so many other greats fade, like those people that did that podcast or that other thing that people liked?
I don't know what you're talking about. I think we're the fact that I think by sheer longevity, that means we're one of the greats.
We're one of the best. Why? Because we're still here. Is that what we're going to do? Like, we will be the greatest podcast known to humanity by one metric and one metric alone. We are still there. When
the apocalypse happens, somehow by sheer luck, we'll be the ones who survive, and it'll just be us and a pot and a mic. And the amazing thing is, somehow with all that, our audience figures will still be slightly higher.
That's mental, isn't it? By slightly higher. Somehow our metrics will stay exactly the same. 0. Or us.
At least sometimes get double figures on some of our live streams.
Well, yeah. Who? I mean, are you watching it like 10 times?
No, I know. I don't watch live stream back.
You sure?
No, never. As soon as it's done, it's done. I just go through the edit.
To be fair, mate, I thought that's what you were going to say about the podcast as well. Once it's done, it's done. I don't worry about it. I just push it out there. So
I do actually generally edit the podcast.
Oh my, these days.
I do now.
Once upon a time,
I couldn't pass.
Known, on 274, Ram says he edits the podcast because once upon a time he used to say to me, Skazz, don't worry about it. I'll just top and tail it.
And for a long time, that's all I did. But now I do, yeah. And now I actually edit it. I actually cut out all the ums and the ahs and the bits where I make nonsense. I cut those out. I occasionally reorder things for timing purposes.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. There you go. Because I remember once upon a time, mate. I think you had your H4 or one of your recorders.
Yeah.
I remember you hooked that up, and your microphone must have gone really bad. Like when we were filming at my house.
Yeah.
Your mic must have gone really bad because the whole thing was clipped, like from start to finish. And I was like, yeah, I'll do.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I think
it might have been one of the ones with Middlemeister in it as well. I said, yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. As long as we could hear him. Yeah. Oh, yes. Poor Middlemeister. He's still around. As far as
he hasn't been taken out by the apocalypse yet.
Not yet. No one has yet.
Is he still Steam Decking it, or?
As far as I'm aware, he is, yes.
Oh, bless him. So,
why have you chosen this moment, dog, to start summoning me? You've been quiet the whole time.
That's just what happens, mate. As soon as you're busy, the world needs you.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to let her out because she's had a bit of a dummy tummy at the moment, so I better let her out because I don't want to have an explosion. So,
fantastic.
One moment, please. Well, I've opened the back door, and the thing with this dog Swift is normally if I open the back door and let her out, she'll be out quiet and do nothing. While I'm not doing anything, she'll be soundless. So as I start doing something, she starts to bark at something random. So
that's just how it is. When you need clean audio, good luck.
So I am expecting her to start barking at things, and I have to go and tell her off.
But yeah, it's just mate. It's just how it's just how it works.
It is what it is. It is what it is. There you go. Right, so I did check all that. Yes, it is all working. Good.
He's now trying to go like, wait, is there anything else I'm supposed to do?
No, I have a list.
Got a list? What for?
I have my podcast checklist, which is split into sections of things I need to do for each podcast.
Record audio.
No.
Time is sync clap.
There is
setting that order ideally.
Setting up the events. Making sure they're scheduled correctly. updating the front page that has the correct episode number on it. Message Skazz, tell him he's going. I'm tell him, hurry up.
Does the website work? Is the website updated or not?
Website's dead at the moment. It's not dead. But it needs a proper. It needs a redesign, basically. It's all gone to pot after. So the CSS is all crashed. It's just like going back to 1992. It just dead.
The good times.
Yeah, I'm still paying for it, so I still need to get it sorted. But
well, I suppose, yeah. To be fair, I haven't updated my website since about 1995.
No, that's like,
exactly the same as it did in 1995. Did you have a website in 1995? No, I didn't, but still.
It's a homage.
Yeah, it's what it would have looked like had I been bothered to make one in 1995. Shite, but...
perhaps I should revisit the website and just do it in per HTML.
Well, to be fair, that's what my website is.
I know yours is, but I'm talking about just per HTML.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah. Why not? Go really old school. So have you up to anything, Skazz?
Yes, actually. Part of the reason why I'm late, to be fair. And he's like, what? You've been doing something? Fuck yeah! Today, right, is the day that Drag and Drive, the wheelchair basketball game, dropped on Switch 2.
Okay.
And it's fucking great.
All right. A wheelchair basketball game. Yeah, okay.
Right, so here's the trick. Nintendo, on the Switch 2, have given us this wonderful thing called mouse control. Mouse control? You mean like that thing I've got on my PC? Yeah, actually. But there's the wireless optical mouse built in. Yeah, but...
Hang on a second.
One of your Joy-Cons, you turn it to the side, you got a mouse. Yes. And no. No? Well... Because would it be weird if I used the orange Joy-Con in my right hand, but it turns out I'm left-handed and I can't use a mouse left-handed. I'm not left-handed.
It's National Left-Handed Day.
Ugh, wrong. You're just wrong.
Oh. I won't tell my father that.
Sorry, you're wrong. You're just fucking wrong. Back in the day, they used to punish kids for writing with their left hand.
Yeah, they did him.
Get a sword. See, he'll remember, so he knows he's wrong.
Yeah, that's why he hated school and it severely affected him mentally for his entire life. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, there you go. That's just how it works. Don't write with your left hand if you don't want to get bullied at school by the teachers. Just how it works.
Oh dear.
It's true. It is fucking true. If you have any kind of illness, mental or physical, and you go to school, you are going to get bullied by teachers.
Yeah.
Flat fucking, there's just no two ways about it. I don't know anyone who has gone to a public school, to regular ass, out of the fucking packet school, had a problem, and not had some teacher take the piss out of them for it, or not take it seriously. That's just fucking school. Anyway. Back to Dragon Drive. Good game. If you're left-handed, you're like, well, loads of mice are really shy, unless you get one of those weird kind of ambi mice, where they have buttons on both sides.
The mice I call the uncomfortable mice.
Yeah, the weird ones.
The ones that fit nobody's hand.
Exactly. Even the left-handed people are going, what the fuck is this? It's like, it's a left-handed mouse. And like, no, it ain't. This is just a fucking slab. You put buttons on all the sides. It's like, well, what did you want? It's a mouse that no one's going to buy anyway. Just right-handed like everyone else. Just like how school taught you. Fucking school. Anyway, Nintendo, they were nice to left-handed people. You can use the right Joy-Con as a mouse. You can also use the left Joy-Con as a mouse. Wait, two mice.
Can you dual wield?
Well, that's exactly it, mate. Yes, you fucking can. Oh my God, you can. He's asked the question. What a legend. Yes, you can. You can take a mouse, a Joy-Con, in your left hand and in your right hand, and you turn them sideways, put them into mouse mode, and they both work at the same time as mice. You can slide them across the table at the same time, and you know what that makes people think of? Wheelchairs. It doesn't, not all the time, but that's why they made this fucking game. Wheelchair. You take Joy-Con the left, Joy-Con the right, turn them to the sides, mouse, slide forwards, wheelchair goes forward. Slide backwards, wheelchair goes backwards. Do one, turn in whatever direction. Do the other one, turn in that direction. Turn them opposites, spin on the spot. Fucking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Drag and Drive is a 3-on-3 mouse-controlled wheelchair basketball game. As I say, you take your Joy-Cons, turn them on the side, mouse mode. You just roll around a court. If you want to shoot, you lift your Joy-Con up, like above, say, like 90 degrees, 45 degrees, whatever, and then you just flick your wrist, and woo! Depending on where you are on the court, you nail the shot or you fucking miss it. Obviously, if you're not facing the basket, you're going to miss it. Standard basketball fare. You've got 2 point if you're right up on top of the net. 3 point if you're outside of that the shot zoney bit. You know where the 3 point line is in basketball. No one knows where the 3 point line is. You know that weird kind of curly bit.
Yes.
Right around the basket. Yeah. Just come outside of that. Bam. Anything outside of that, 3 points. Anything inside of that, 2 points. Fantastic. Just basically line your character up to face the basket, make the shot, you'll get it. Pretty much. As long as your character is facing directly at the net, you will hit the shot. As you get closer, your accuracy goes up. As you come further away or turn slightly off center, your accuracy goes down. So you can ricochet shots off the rim, off the backboards, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so can you dunk in Drag and Drive? Because dunking would usually use your legs. Funny enough, you can dunk because they've put skateboard ramps at either end of the basketball court. So you can go flying up the ramp and you can pull off a nice slam dunk in your wheelchair.
Is this true of real life wheelchair basketball as well?
No, I don't think so, but fuck, it'd be cool if it was. My God, man. So, what's the point in doing a trick then? Someone will go, well, why would I do a trick?
More points?
In drag, no. Well, so here's the trick. In basketball, no one gives a shit if you pull off a rad dunk. I mean, it just looks cool. In Drag and Drive, you get 2 points, 3 points, and then there's a decimal point on the scoreboard. Any trick will give you a decimal point value on top of the basket that you just scored. So if you get if you pull off a regular jump shot, and jump shots in Drag and Drive are you hold the brakes, which are the shoulder buttons, and then you kind of Mexican wave with your hands.
Yeah.
So go left, right. Your little guy will go one wheel and then pull up the other wheel, and you'll do like a little hop. If you shoot from that hop, you'll get like maybe 0.1. So if you go for a 2-pointer, 2.1. If you go for a 3-pointer, 3.1. If you go for a dunk off the ramp, you'll get like 2.2. If you do like a 360 dunk, you might get a 2.3 or something like that. Is that useful? Someone will go, because that doesn't really sound all that great. I have won and lost matches based on decimal points. So it's man, you'd be surprised. It's really fun. It's crazy fun. Really low, like barrier to entry, really fucking low. Like just pick up the Joy-Cons, just scoot them across your legs or across the table or whatever, and you're moving about. Takes a little bit to get used to, but not a huge amount of time.
Do you need like a fair bit of space to scoot on?
Nope, not at all. Not at all. I just use my legs.
I suppose you like sort of push or pick them up, push forward again type thing, like rowing.
The Joy-Cons, you just as you just hold them in your hand. I mean, they just kind of hang off your fingers, just like 3-finger grip. So thumb on one side, finger on the other side, and then like your ring finger, not ring finger, your pointy finger does all your clicks. So I mean, it's so light. You just kind of scoot it across your leg, bring it back, scoot it across your legs, job done. It feels very much, from what I remember, like being in a wheelchair. Your characters get momentum. If you pull backwards, you slow down. If you pull your brakes, you stop. It's really neat. Look, Drag and Drive is really cheap. It's like a 15 to 20 quid game, depending on where you are in the world. I'm not using quid just to say pound, but I think I paid about £16.99, something like that for it. In America, it's about $20, whatever. It's an interesting premise in that it's disabled basketball and it plays to the Switch's unique dual mouse setup. I can't think of anything else that does that. Then you've got really simple, intuitive controls. I mean, literally, you just mouse, slide, mouse, flick wrist, make shot. So if you want to get into a game, it doesn't take a huge amount. However, if you want to put in the time, I imagine there are going to be some crazy kids out there that master everything. They'll master their angles. They'll master jump shots and the little tricks like the 360 spin, the 540s, the slam dunks, all that kind of stuff. They will master this stuff. And they'll make the game look badass. But most importantly, it's fun. It's very, very, very fun. And if you're worried about how the controls are going to feel, the play area is split up into 2 courts. You got red court, blue court. 3-on-3 matches go on there, but in between the courts, there's like a runoff, so you can just watch matches as you're just sat there waiting and spectate it, like you're spectating, so you can just roll about and watch the matches. Or around the courts, there are various kind of like little mini games, like jump rope. So there'll be a rope kind of spinning around, and the idea is that you have to do the little jumpy thing, the slam on your brakes, and do the Mexican wave thing to jump, and you get points for every time you jump over the rope. If you do a certain amount of them,
practicing,
you get an unlock. So like you get like a hat or a thing that you can put on your wheelchair. You know, there'll be a slalom course to teach you how to kind of do tight turns on your wheelchair. Again, if you complete the course in a certain amount of time, you'll get an award for it. What else have we got? There's half pipe courses on there. There's little races. So like, hey, can you get from here to here in 10 seconds or less? Can you do this slalom course? Can you do this one wheel track where you scoot forwards as fast as you can, flip up onto one wheel, roll across to avoid the gravel, because there's like a little bit of thin part of the road. Scoot away so you drift over the gravel without actually touching the gravel, because it'll slow you down. And then if you're on one wheel, you turn tighter. Turn around and then do the same thing and then flip onto the opposite wheel, because the little bit of road is on the opposite side. Do that. Just all these little mini games to teach you how to master the mechanics of the game. They're really fun. They've really thought of it.
It sounds like they've really thought of it. It sounds so they've really planned and gone, okay, how can we teach people to be better at this? There you go. But
I hate to say it, people don't seem to like it.
So
I know I'm not doing a very good job of selling this, because the trouble is I've been talking about it now for nearly 8 hours straight. And so like trying to even like now, just trying to remember what I've even said. I was like, did I say that on the podcast, or have I said that on the stream today? A lot of people have just gone, I'm going to listen to XYZ influencer, that game's gay. Or they've looked at the Nintendo Direct, because Nintendo hasn't done a huge amount of advertising for this. They've looked at the Nintendo Direct advertisement thing for the Switch 2. When the Switch 2 came out, that's when the Switch 2 was announced. That's when Drag and Drive was first shown off. I think I actually mentioned it on the podcast. most people just looked at it and went, it's fucking disabled Rocket League, innit? Why would I play that? That looks stupid. And they haven't done anything with it since. They haven't really said anything about it. Everyone's just kind of looked over it. I did a 12-hour stream of a global test event. They had a global jam test event to make sure the servers and that worked. So it was a free demo. 12 hours. I think in that 12-hour period, I saw 3 of my friends come online to play it. Of all the people I know that own Switch 2s, maybe 3 people came on to play.
Do you think it's just the fact that they've not... Because it sounds like the sort of thing that... Because you use the unusual control scheme, so if it's something that you need to actually play to realise actually how good it is, it just doesn't... It's something that's hard to sell, in a way, because it's... Because of the nature of how it works, stuff, it's all unique feature. It's not something you can sort of really show off very easily. It's a hard sell, maybe.
Maybe, but then by the same token, it was free. Like if you wanted to see if you were going to like it, it was free. For a whole day, Nintendo said, this game is free. Come and play the game. If you want to try it, it's free. 12 hours. If there was a time that you wanted to see if the controls worked for you, 12 hours. 3 people.
Yeah. In my experience, people don't... They may be free, but they go, I'd rather play...
That's exactly what I mean. Like, people have looked at it and kind of shat on it and gone, well, that's just, that looks really stupid.
Yeah.
And really the same with media outlets. From what I've heard, I haven't read any because I'm trying to avoid gaming media because gaming media makes me want to kill myself.
It sounds in a weird way this is probably sort of the closest harkening back to something like the Wii in terms of, the controllers are a big sort of part of the motion controls are a big part of it, whereas obviously they moved away from that with the Switch where it went back to the more traditional style. And this seems like a sort of a strange throwback to like the sort of the Wii days, and people seem to have got over motion controls. Which is sad because I think
can understand that, but because Nintendo are trying to push mouse controls because they're incorporating them into their new shooters. So when the new Metroid Prime comes out, it's Nintendo's first-person shooter. They're saying play it with the mouse. Drag Drive or Drag and Drive is one of the first kind of games to go, we are using the mouse. Get used to the mouse. The mouse is a useful feature. You're right. People have looked at it and gone, oh, fucking weird wiggly controls. But they've also looked at the idea of it as being a disabled basketball game. They've not looked at the price. They've not looked at it as supposed to be like a quick, fun, like esporty kind of thing. They've just gone, well, it's not Mario.
Yeah.
It's got motion controls. And I'm not trying to sell this. I'm not trying to sell it. It's cheap. Let's put it this way. It's cheaper than a takeaway. So in my opinion, it's worth buying. That said, if you see someone who has it, if you have a friend who has it or a family member who has it, if it seems even remotely interesting to you, please try it. I haven't done a very good job of selling it on the podcast because I've been talking about it for like 8 hours straight. It's really quite fun. It's easy to pick up and play. It's not something I've ever seen before.
No, it's a unique system.
And it feels really quite immersive. As someone who has been in a wheelchair before, someone who's terrified to end up back in a wheelchair, this was actually kind of fun. It's fun. That's all that matters. It's fun. It's not a big boy AAA game. Fucking the numbers of players are ridiculously low right now, but none of that should matter. Is it fun? Yes. If you get a chance, have a go at it. I just, I don't want the game to be dead on arrival.
Yeah.
Because it is fun.
Yeah. It's either going to go, it may form like its own little niche, niche community playing. I could possibly see. Going that sort of route rather than like sort of being I don't think it's ever going to be a mainstream hit. Well, for the fact that it's on a one system, because it's not really unless someone, if they're on PC going to buy a second mouse, it's something the sort of key motion control. It's basically motion controls. It's key things, but it's restricted to the Switch. So it's already into a not niche is the one word, but into a smaller pocket. So it's a pocket within a pocket. But I reckon it'll probably form. I reckon it'll made it be a cult classic niche game. People who actually give it a chance and enjoy it are the ones who are going to probably want to keep playing it. Sounds like you think. I mean, I presume this. You said you stream this, so if anyone wants to see it, they can probably go and check out your Twitch channel. I presume.
I put it on Twitch. I put it everywhere at this point. Even put up an apology today because I was wrong. Some people came in and asked me about the game, and I was wrong about the multiplayer. Because there was so if anyone has seen my stream, the game has two lobbies. You have public lobby and friend lobby. And when we were playing it, when I first played it on the Global Jam, my friends couldn't join me in the public lobby. For whatever reason, I couldn't join them. They couldn't join me. They never appeared on my list. We couldn't join each other. So we were under the impression the only way you could play together is if someone hosted a lobby, and that was that. Like, you had to host a lobby. But the thing is, if you host a lobby, you don't get to play with randoms. It's just you and whoever joins your lobby from your friends list.
Yeah.
Or whoever has the lobby code, because you've got an option to set up a lobby that gives you a code that you can give to randoms so they can join your lobby. And that's really put people off. That really put people off. Like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to play with like randoms? If I can't play with my friends and randoms, how do I fill a lobby? That's really difficult. Can I use bots? No. If you set up an offline lobby or a lobby with just you can fill a game with bots. If it's you and a mate, you can only have 2 more bots. You and a friend, and then an equal number of bots to the number of human players. So if you want to play a 3-on-3 game and you've only got 2 humans there, you're fucked. You're stuck to 2-on-2s. So I put off a lot of people when we thought that was the case. However, it operates like Splatoon in that if someone is on your friends list, you can open up a lobby or join a public lobby and people can join you from the friends list.
Right.
So you can still play with randoms. I was wrong. To be fair, I've been playing Splatoon the way I've been playing it for years, where people just join me through the friends list. They'll add me on Switch. They'll say, "What's your friend code?" I'll wing them a friend code, and then they join my lobby through that. For years, never even thought of it. Like, completely forgot. That's how it worked. People couldn't just join my game unless I was playing with randoms already, and we'd sit in the same lobby. Turns out Dragon Drive works exactly the same as Splatoon 2. If they're on your friends list and you're in a public lobby, people can join you and we can all play and we'll all sit in the same lobby until the lobby shuts down or until everyone leaves, kind of thing. I actually went and messaged people on Twitch after the stream saying, "Shite, sorry, I said this on the stream. You were in my chat. I was wrong. Sorry. Please don't let what I said put you off the game.
Yeah.
I was just a complete dimwit. I was wrong." As long as you are in a public lobby and people are in your friends list, they can join you, and you and your friends can then play with randoms. If you start your own lobby, as in leave the public lobby you log into when you first start your own lobby, at that point it becomes a private friends only lobby or lobby code only lobby. No randoms. So if you watched my stream earlier, sorry, I was wrong.
Well, I'll make sure I put a link to the stream in the show notes.
Sure. But yeah, it's a fun game. overlooked. It's from the same period, really. It gives you the same kind of groove. A few years ago, Nintendo were trying to make esporty like games. They had Splatoon. They had Arms, which was like a fighting, like boxing game. And they had Smash Brothers is their first kind of big party esport thing.
Yeah.
And now they've got this. Splatoon is huge in Japan, not so much in the West. Arms died very quickly, but I think that was mainly because when people advertised Arms, they only show it with motion control. They didn't show that you could play it with a regular control. The game is much better to play with a regular control, or at least in my opinion it is. Although, I'll go back and see. Drag and drive, you need to have those mice. I couldn't imagine it playing very well at all on pad, but it take away from the immersion. But Nintendo have tried to do esporty stuff in the past. Most of them have fell flat on their faces.
I think in general, a company tries to deliberately make an esport, it's basically already onto a loss, because most esport games were never planned to be esports. They just sort of took off because they just developed a good scene, took off from there. I think the last one who's just like, let's make an esport. We're just going to make an esport. We're going to first make an esport. It's probably like StarCraft 2 that really proper took off. But as in, that was their intention, was to make an esport. Although it was a story mode, but really that was their intention. I was going to say, I suppose Dota's part. I was going to say Dota is. Is there much esporting in Valorant? Do they do much esports and that big tournaments and stuff?
Yeah.
Do they?
Oh God, yeah. It is just an esport.
Yeah.
Valorant's just an esport, effectively. CS2 is basically just an esport.
Yeah, that's been around a long time. Yeah, was that. But again, there was CS1, so that was. Although I think CS2 took a while to catch on, didn't it? It didn't go massive stress. It took a while.
Yeah, because you had Counter-Strike, then Source 1.6, all that kind of fluff. CSGO, entirely esports. Valorant was there to kind of compete with Counter-Strike. Dota 2 and League of Legends, totally esports games. This is kind of Nintendo's take.
It's true.
Nintendo have just tried to go, we need an esporty kind of pick up and play game too. And you know what? I think this would work. This would really work. But much like how Splatoon is... So, as I say, some of these games are really big in Japan. In the West, however, not so much. I'm old enough to remember the big gaming drought of the early 2000s for certain genres of games. The fighting game genre was fucking dry in the early 2000s. And so fighting game tournaments in countries that weren't Japan were really 12 guys in a garage somewhere. Yeah. That's kind of how Nintendo esports are over here. Just like the early 2000s in the what are now big esport titles for everything else. Like, we've got Evo now, and that's like the biggest fighting game tournament, full stop. It's gone from being 12 guys in a garage to an entire arena. Drag and Drive, Splatoon, Arms, and all that kind of stuff. They sit in the old school category. That's how they feel to me. If there's going to be a tournament, it's going to be 12 guys in a garage. Yeah. Whereas I think Nintendo really wants that big stadium appeal, and they're not going to get it outside of Japan. I hope, as you say, it catches that market, though, that the handful of passionate players that go, this is actually really fun. I think it will. And people just keep playing it and keep coming back to it, because, as I say, I'm not explaining it very well, but it's really easy to pick up, and just the mastery of it is going to be... there's enough room there to really see people shine. You know Rocket League? Remember Rocket League? Yeah. When me and you would play it, it'd just be like bouncing around on the pitch. And then you see like this fucking 12-year-old kid flying through the air, pulling off these insane trick shots. that's the same groove I think you're going to have in Drag and Drive. When people really nail these controls, when they really get into it, they're going to pull off some amazing looking shit.
I think also maybe one that will sit like it's going to be one of those games that will just all gradually always simmer in the background. But always have a good community there, and it'll gradually gain members of the community. People will actually gain into it and so forth. But it will never. I don't feel it'll ever be, as you say, stadium filling. But it'll be a constant simmer in the background, and it'll have a dedicated fan base play. Is what I think we'll end up doing.
Yep.
Which is not a bad thing.
Discord communities kind of popping up about it.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing because sometimes when games go to the big massive arenas, they tend to, especially the communities, can go rather shit.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the fighting game community, the Smash community is like that. It's toxic as all hell.
Yeah.
Like I say, I want it to succeed. I don't want Nintendo to just go, well, that didn't do millions and millions of copies. Shut it down.
That would be a very Nintendo thing to do.
Yeah, that's like I say, that's the thing that worries me. And again, Nintendo aren't very grassroots friendly either. So even if it's one of their premier titles, if you're like, hey, let's go do a Drag and Drive tournament, Nintendo will be like, no, you fucking don't.
There's also a problem with games that are tied to a specific platform. That platform and the platform, like all the back end is in control of one single company who makes the decision. You compare it to the reason like a lot of sort of like little niche games that have little communities tend to survive on say things like PCs because you don't need there's no people can host their own servers and you can join to say they don't need
not so much anymore.
Not so much anymore.
Back in the day, sure, not so much
anymore. Not so much all, but it's still a more. I don't want to say more open platform, but a more platform that tends to be able to survive that stuff a little bit easier than, say, a specific console. Because obviously, when the console eventually dies, there's nothing more being made, then it dies a death with it. In the same way that you can like,
ends up in the bin,
I mean, look how people were like still Blizzard did it themselves. People were hosting vanilla WoW servers and stuff. That sort of thing. That's sort of like that's something that you wouldn't very easily see on a console. Not impossible, but a lot harder to see unless you want to sort of.
They do now because there are entire servers. People are still playing Splatoon 1 on the Wii U because there's I'm not entirely sure how it works.
Yeah,
but some people have managed to cobble together an online service for the Wii U still. Yeah. Which is absolutely mental to me that they're keeping that stuff alive. Fucking communities, the random guys out there doing all this stuff for the random games they love, doing the fucking Lord's work. You're great. Yeah. You're doing great. Keep them fucking going. And to all the corporate, maybe think about how you should keep these things, like let players keep them alive. Can you give people access to tools to allow them to still run their games or run your games after you're done with them?
Well, sign the Stop Killing Games petition then.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Go do that.
Yeah. That's it again. That's about, I think it's not far getting in here. It's got like 1.4 million of signees now.
No, I thought it only needed 1 million, didn't it? To get,
it's now up to 1.4. Yeah, it's going to get a hearing in the EU.
Even though they've tried to tear that thing apart, haven't they?
Yeah,
like lobbyists and that have come out going, no, you can't do that.
Yeah,
completely misrepresenting the whole thing.
Yeah, they just want it so that when if a company shuts down a game service, they allow people to then host it privately. That's all they want. So a game doesn't die. How many games that were like great games died because either the company who were funding it went bust, or like the people just thought, well, it's not getting much fame for me. One of your favourite games, Crime Hounds, is probably a good example.
Love Crime Hounds.
Yeah, but there's no way to play it online because the people who it was all closed down. That's what they want. Just people, but once it's closed down, people just keep playing it. But then you might not buy the new version.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's kind of really the only industry argument that holds water, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
That oh, well, we want you to buy the new one, and you might not buy the new one if you've got the old one. It's
Well,
like, well,
here's a crazy idea. Make the new one as good or better.
whoa, man. Careful, Ren. What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Put some work into it, and then people will follow it, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. That sounds really... I mean, what kind of crazy communist bullshit is that?
Yeah. I know, it's crazy.
Where did this weird idea come from? Make games good?
Yeah. Isn't it strange to not make anything good? Isn't it strange that we've gone from a situation where the customer is always right to the corporations tell you what to do and what you will like?
Yeah, when did that actually happen?
Oh, I blame America for this.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
of course.
too capitalist focused.
I mean, I probably don't. I don't think it helps games like, especially not Drag Drive, because it's a Switch 2 exclusive. I don't think the current backlash Nintendo's facing help any, because that whole digital key card thing. You buy a game, but it's not really the game. It's just a license to get a download from the eShop kind of thing. People are still harping on about that. They're still refusing to buy. They're saying like no one's buying Switches. Loads of people have bought Switch 2s, but oh well, we're not going to buy XYZ unless it's physical because fuck you. We're not going to buy game key cards because fuck you. I'm going to say it again. You haven't owned a single fucking thing since 2006. Every single game, near enough, you have bought has just been a license on a piece of plastic. It has been made clear since the early 2000s. It's a license. If the game needs an update and it isn't already on that disc, the disc is just a snapshot of when the game came out. It's not the full game anymore. If there's DLC and it's not on the disc, say it's a full campaign, and you had to download it, your disc is worth fuck all. And if at some point it's like, well, it's all right for me because I've still got my PlayStation with all the stuff on it. Fuck you. Because what about people who come in too late to get access to that stuff? You know what they're going to do? Jailbreak the system, install a custom firmware, and download all of the stuff.
And let's be honest,
Your discs mean fuck all.
And relying on hardware for access to some media, well, I hate to break it to you, but eventually all the PlayStations will die. You know, unless someone's making this. I mean, that's what it's. Perhaps not so bad in the newer ones because they are just generic PC stuff inside them, but they're still custom built stuff inside. Not something you can just buy off the shelf.
Yep.
You know, it's if when that hardware dies, we take a PlayStation 2 if it's cell processing, you just can't get them. They don't exist. Yep. So when they die, it's dead. You're not repairing it. If you lose, something happens to the data on the RAM, the ROM on it to boot the system up.
Yeah, the NAND.
The firmware.
When the NAND fails, you're fucked.
Yeah, firmware goes, you're dead. It's not like a PC where you just reformat or put new hardware in format and store a new operating system again and hope someone's backed up all the stuff you want somewhere so you can download it again. It's not like that. The
DVD drives are tied to the main system because they've got a serial key on them. That's all embedded in encryption keys that are tied to the hardware, the actual first box you've got, which they could be tied to an account, but they're usually tied to the system. When it dies, it's gone. And your discs will fail too, and so will your cartridges.
Everything
ROMs don't last forever.
Nope.
Nothing lasts forever.
Nope.
So your collection of graded fucking copies of Nintendo, like Mario and Duck Hunt, they will fail. Even if they're in plastic, they will fail.
They're only worth it the fact that they are a pristine physical thing. They just won't work. The connectivity may all die, but they may still be worth something physically as a collector's item, but that's about it.
Yeah, as something to look at on a shelf, sure.
In the same way, like people buy old bottles of wine, they've no intention of drinking them, but it's because they're just an old bottle of wine, because they probably taste like vinegar now. But people,
oh God, yeah.
But people buy them because they want their wine. So it'll be like that. You'll just buy the cartridge.
Yeah. At the end of the day, It's like Nintendo DS's, PlayStation Vita's. What's another system that does now? I can't think off the top of my head. I think Wii U. No, they've done it for that. Wii and Wii U. These servers have been shut down. You can't buy these games anymore, and yet the community has found a way. The community, sarcastic air quotes, the wonderful little hackers and crackers and all that have found ways to make it so you can get full digital catalogs of these games with updates and all the DLCs. You just press a button and there it is. The companies don't give a shit about you. Those discs don't matter. Like, you're looking at it, Lord, and yeah, well, this website says this disc gives me all the game. So, what about the people who can't get it?
Yeah.
So it's going to be the people who have digital archives. They're going to be the ones that save the day.
Yeah.
Just anyway. Sorry, I can't stand it. I think that's another reason why Drag and Drive is getting another kick in the nugs, because again, Nintendo's facing backlash over the digital key cards and all that kind of shit. Yeah. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't own this shit anyway. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but you just don't own it, and you haven't for a long time. Just because you're only now fucking 17 and like, what do you mean I don't own it? Dude, we've never owned this shit. Stop it. Just fucking stop it. The battle was lost 2-3 fucking decades ago. Stop it. Buy what you like. Play what you like. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You are not the devil for buying a digital key card. The company isn't necessarily the devil for protecting their shit either. They might be arseholey. Just calm down. Just play your games. Have fun, man. Just chill, man.
Chill, calm Winston.
Down. Ain't it? So, Ram, now that I've fucking hijacked the podcast for the last 400 hours, have you been playing anything, man?
Yes, I have. I've been playing a game that I picked up for like £1.40 in the Steam summer sale.
What?
Yeah.
You do know that's only a license, right? And that you don't own it.
Yeah, I know, but it's good luck. But you know what? I have a license to a cup of coffee occasionally as well, and I consume it, and it's gone, and I can't have that coffee back ever again.
That's such a rip-off.
That is such a rip-off. What do you mean I don't own the cup of coffee? Once you've drunk it, it's gone.
So you can reconstitute that shit.
Yeah. I'm playing a game called Thief Simulator.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, yeah. The name gives it away, really. You are a thief, and you have to just... And the game is kind of sandbox in a way. Like, you have to rob people.
Ram, just quickly, is it made by the same people who do all of like the other simulators,
yes,
like Drug Dealer Simulator?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's one of those sort of
Wit Kid Simulator,
Hobo Simulator on that, but also Bum Simulator they do as well, where you can play.
Right. So that's all made by the same team then.
I believe all these. I think it's all like. I think it's one of those. Like, yeah, it's all like sort of a conglomerate of people sent to. It's all published by the same people as well. It's
okay. Cool.
It's one of those games. I appreciate it's in the category of those sort of games. It's Thief Simulator. So the basic idea is you're a thief. You start off at a very basic low level. You have to go around and you basically get plonked in these like neighborhoods, which have got like a number of houses in them, and you can basically rob the houses. It's not quite that straightforward. There'll be the only houses you rob are like that people are like permanently away, they're unoccupied, so it's not so bad. But later houses will have they all have tenants. It's a capitalist utopia. They all rent. No one has a home. And you have to like observe them. You have to like locate them and like look at them and sort of like track them, and you can observe and learn their routines, so you know when they go out and what they're doing and where they are in the house, so you can sort of work out how to get in. But yeah, so you this big sort of neighbourhood.
He's describing it like, mate, you're just living your dream of being a Witten kid, ain't you?
It is. It might as well be called Witten Simulator, realistically.
Fantastic. I'm in.
Yeah, it's tied up. So it's surprisingly got a lot of little angles into it, because you have between all like stealing stuff. You go back to your little like garagey base, and where you can sell you, and you can like sort of go online. There's an online website where you can like buy tools. There's a thing called the Black Bay, I think that's called, where you can sell, if you find like unique items, you can sell them on Black Bay.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, there's a Rent-A-Thug website where you can like people basically offer you jobs to do things, and you can like, oh, I'll go smash this person's plates up. Okay, I'll do that. And they'll pay you money to do that. But you basically, so you rob, you sneak, you steal stuff, and then you'll basically upgrade skills. And as you upgrade skills, skill points, you can unlock more skills. So most obviously be lock picking. And what's interesting, sorry.
I just want to quickly just interrupt you there. That's not, no, I'm not having that. You said steal things. You don't steal things, you liberate them.
Well, all right. You are liberating things, and you and so the way it works, it's not like, oh, this is a level. This like if you've got lower levels, you'll just be picking a lock. No, each lock will require a certain level to pick it. So, level 1, 2, 3, or 5. But interestingly, yes, there'll be like little mini games tied to picking the locks, but they're different depending on the level. So a level 1 lock is the best way I can describe it. It's like the bobby pin picking in Fallout, where you have your little bobby pin and you like twist it round to pick the lock. That's like level 1. So that's your basic locks. Level 2 will actually see like the inside of the cylinder, and you have to like bounce the key pins into position, and then click a button to lock them. Not totally correct how pick a lock is, because you basically just bounce them lower than the shear line rather than actually at the mixing point. But the idea is there.
That's like isn't that like Morrowind lock picking? Is that the kind of thing you're talking about?
I'll have to
Well, like basically, you've got your line, and you go through your pick and just kind of tap them up, and then kind of click to lock them in place.
Yeah, Oblivion style lock pick is probably the one I'm thinking more of, but it's a bit more. It looks more like an actual lock. Level 3, you have like a bump lock system, which you put in. Basically, it bumps the lock for you. It's electronic, so it bumps the lock gradually round for you. So each lock is different. You can also, I think level 4 is like for windows and stuff. So at lower levels, you can only smash a window to break in. But level 4 lockpicking, you basically gain like a glass cutter, so you can cut into the window, so you can open up without setting the alarms off and stuff.
Sure. So these are just locked behind levels. You can't just skill your way through them, even like make them like a million times harder. No. You
would literally, like, if you go up to try and do so, it says, nope, this is level 4. You haven't got unlocked level 4. You cannot do it. Simple as that. It's more like you unlock the ability to do it rather than you get best skills. Like
cyberpunky, like you can't do this because you don't have the required skill points.
Yeah.
The option is there, but otherwise you could so for example, I could brute force my way through a door, but you could hack through it, kind of thing.
Yeah. Like you'll come across like vines on the back of gates, like little like for instance, okay, you can climb over this, but only if you've got athletics level 1. If you ain't got athletics level 1, you aren't climbing this.
Yeah, sure.
And some of the upgrades are required to have tools, so it's not just unlocking, you just have to have the tool that goes with it. So like you have to buy the glass cutter, you have to buy the lock picks, you have to buy the bits that go with it, or like to climb up to higher levels, you need to buy some climbing gloves so that to get higher levels. So you have to have them in hand and in your inventory. So yeah, basically like 2, because you have a car as well, so you can drive around sort of these environments in the car. There'll be little parking areas. They're important actually, because if you park on a parking area, it's basically safe. If you park anywhere else, if it blocks the road, people might call the police. And if the police are alerted and your car just left randomly somewhere, they'll actually impound the car, take it away, and all this sort of stuff. But you can basically, your car has its own little like stash in it, so you can fill up the car with goods as well. In the back of it, you can also fit in the back of the car. There's like 3 slots, like a bulky slot and 2 large item slots. So, say 2 paintings and a TV would be 2 paintings would be like large but like fairly flat objects, and a TV is a big bulky object. Well, or printer's probably a better example. Big and bulky, so you can fit in. You can only fit them so much in the slots. So you've got limited space in your car. You've got limited space in your backpack. As you pick stuff up, and you have to go switch it. And obviously, your tools take up weight in the backpack as well. So you have to sort of like balance out what you're gonna have. You can upgrade the capacity of the backpack as well as you go along. But each sort of like in the first sort of like area, each house will gradually present more and more challenges. So initially, you don't need any picks, or you smash a window and break in. There's no alarms or anything. Later on, you'll have houses where more high security. Some will put shutters over the windows at night, so you can't smash the windows at night to break in. Some will have cameras, and you mustn't get caught by the cameras. If you get caught by the camera, calls the police. Some will have alarms, alarmed on the window. So if you smash a window, it sets the alarms off and calls the police. Sometimes the tenants will be armed because it's America, so some of them will carry guns. So you get shot, so you need to avoid them. So it's quite a nice little churn of upgrades. And so also what's nice is when you get certain items, you can't just immediately sell them. So if you steal jewellery, you can't just take it to the portal. They won't like because it's too identifiable. Mm-hmm. So you have to go back to your workshop. You have to get some tools out and basically break the jewellery apart into its parts, and then you can go sell it. Or if you've got a smartphone, tablet, you have to reset it before you go sell it because they won't want to touch it if it's got still got someone's data in it or it's still locked.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, so you have to do stuff to unlock make things sense. So it's not just a case of stealing stuff. You've also got to do some work to get the higher value stuff. You can also buy hints and stuff. So for each zone, you can go online. There's a website where you can buy hints and might say, oh, this will tell you where a valuable loot item is, or you can buy a hint that tells you the tenant's routine, so you can know when they're going to be out and stuff. Because it gets a day and night cycle.
The key code to their door or whatever.
Yeah, occasionally like that. And they'll always say, oh, this window's left unlocked, and when you go there, it'll be highlighted. Where you get as you get to each zone around each property, you'll just get a list come up that shows you all the tenants' routines. It'll show you all the hints that you've unlocked, show you all the tasks tied to it, because you'll get tasks like, oh, I want you to steal this specific item this tenant has, or I want you to break into their safe, that sort of thing. So it's got a surprising amount of depth to doing all missions and stuff. I've just unlocked the second zone called Ritchie Street, which I haven't got, or Ritchie Road, but I haven't gone on. Right. I haven't looked around that one yet. I've just on the main Greensville Road, I think it's called. Greensville Street's the first area, which you don't unlock. You don't unlock the highlights quite late on. You don't unlock it to level 14. So it's quite you spend quite a time the first area, but the game gradually introduces you to each. That first street basically is to introduce you to each mechanic, one after the other. Sure. Stealth-wise, fairly basic stealth game. You don't want to be seen. You don't want to be heard. You have a little noise meter that shows you how much noise you're making. And obviously you want to avoid being seen by tenants. If tenants see you, they'll initially, some will just panic, be scared. Some will try and run away, and they'll all eventually call the police. And then when the police come, they're terrifying because they are so fast. And if they see you, they just run and taser you, and that's it. Yes, you basically back to the last checkpoints, which is usually when you start the level. When you go into the level.
Right. Does this have any kind of multiplayer in it at all? Can you go in with a group of your mates to try and burglarize some motherfucker?
I'm 99% sure no.
Okay.
I don't think I've actually still got the store page up. Let me have a look. I'll be very surprised if it is. Yeah, no, it's single player only.
Okay.
It's a fairly. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely a budgety game. Graphically, it's probably. It's got that sort of style of graphics you see of indie games. I can't describe what it looks like.
Unity asset kind of grabs.
Yeah.
It's Unreal Engine store assets. Here's a fucking...
Yeah.
Kind of when, how we used to talk about when Arc came out, and then you had a shit ton of games with basically the same kind of interfaces and the same kind of... animations and stuff, very kind of stock out of the box kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's.
No, I don't mean that in a bad way.
Oh no. I mean, I've been enjoying my time in it. I've been enjoying my time in it. What I've played so far, I've been really enjoying my time. And you know what? Like I say, this game cost me I think its normal price. Its normal price is quite expensive, $16.75, but I got it for £1.40 because it was on offer. I'd probably say it's probably a sale game, but then later on you get you steal cars and stuff. So it's got quite a bit to it, to be fair to it. It's got quite a little funness. I mean, it's all having to hide from the police stuff. I say the stealth system is fairly basic, but it works. And it's nice having to I like the fact that you have to plan ahead and research your targets. You can't just like. I mean, you can go in blind if you really want to, but you'd be stupid to because the tenants aren't that daft. They will hear you. If you'll make any sort of noise, they'll hear you. They might come investigate. And if they see, like, say, it's all like you just got to run because they will call police. There's no way you can like to say. There's no way to knock them out or disable them once they see you. That's just not possible. So it's good enough. It's good enough that it does stealth better than most stealth games with stealth sections. But it's definitely
Which
good.
is fucking funny, really.
Yeah, it's definitely good enough that I've enjoyed the time I played with it so much. I'm only still in the first area.
How long are you put into it then?
I've put into it. Let's have a look.
Now this is like RAM first area, so you're probably talking about 500 hours.
18.3 hours.
Wow.
But I suspect there was one point where I thought I'd exit the game, but I'd actually alt-tabbed out of it. So it was running in the background.
Okay, yeah.
So it's probably not that high. It's probably half that.
Yeah, but that's still quite a lot.
It is, yeah. But yeah, I have to say, I've very much enjoyed my time with it.
I mean, I don't know if it's all that time, mate. I don't know if it's worth the quid odd you paid for it.
I know it was for the money I paid. I'm happy with the money I spent on it. It's got very positive ratings on Steam, 85% positive. I complaints about it, I suppose. I've not found it particularly. When you get caught, it's not particularly. I mean, it's probably because I'm only in the first area, but when I get caught, it's not particularly challenging. There's plenty of spaces to hide stuff, but that's probably because I'm in the first area. Because you spend so much time in the first area, I'd probably have liked to unlock the more difficult areas a bit later on, or perhaps had more difficult stuff earlier on.
Are you supposed to have spent that much time? Because again, I just want to not throw on shade at anyone or anything, but like RAM, you do tend to spend a lot of time doing all of the nitty gritty. Is it necessary for you to have spent as much time as you have in the zone?
No, I've been mainly concentrating on the story missions, Skazz.
Holy shit!
You can't get to level the next zone. You can't get to level 14. And,
check that man's temperature.
And bear in mind that you've got. Well, to be fair, because when you go to an area, it's generally quite easy to do lots of stuff in a short time. So yes, you do story missions, but you can say, I'll just pop in this house and do that. Once you've worked out how a house works, it's so easy to go back and do any other missions tied to it. It's like, go to this house and smash the toilet and plates. Okay.
It's like you're saying you could do like 5 missions at once
in
one run through a house kind of thing.
It is. It was much of a house, but like because all the tenants go at different times of the day, it's like, well, these tenants are out this time of the day, so I'll go to their bit first. By the time I finish them, they all have gone out, so I go to their bit, then I can go to the next. But you can sort of like hop round, do everything. I mean, it doesn't take long to go through and do them. Also, like little side missions. I mean, there's lots of them, but I've not really concentrated too much on them. So I've been concentrating on the story missions because that basically takes you through unlocking further stuff, further abilities and stuff. Like I say, I've still got things I haven't touched yet. So like, I've not unlocked anything to do with electronics yet, because you can unlock electronics to start like hacking things and stuff. I've not done anything with that yet. There's cars you can steal. I haven't got up to that bit yet.
Do you think this is going to be one of those games where, much like saying Ark and I'm just trying to think about the games like I can't off the top of my head, but like, do you feel like it's going to be like that where you find a comfort level, so you're going to level up so far that you're going to have so many skills, so many tools that you're just going to walk into places and then walk out with no challenge? Or
so far, how does they get you to take so each time? Okay, I need to still like say you've unlocked the safe crack ability, right? Now go steal some documents from a safe in this house. That house will have like better security and stuff. So they are increasing the challenge. I do think perhaps the sort of like challenge increase is quite gradual. I feel that you don't pick up too quickly, but then each sort of like new area does require you to do more stuff. So far, I mean, like any game, I think eventually you'll get to a stage where it becomes easier. But having said that, you can't like do anything like upgrade, like so you're harder to see. You can't do. There's no option to do that. You can only upgrade your like skills to do things rather than like, I could basically. It's not like you can like unlock invisibility or like make it really hard to be spotted. You can't do anything like that. It's just you get more access to go more places and stuff. So I don't think that would happen, but then until you play a game all the way through, you don't know. So who knows? But I have to say I've enjoyed my time. I've enjoyed my time with it. I'm still playing through it. So I have enjoyed time. There's some DLC come up for it. There's a shopping centre. Where you can go sort of do some thieving, and there is also a like high value like posh people houses, luxury houses, which have got like more CCTV, more alarms, guards, that sort of thing.
Is it normal for those games to have DLC, or is it just one particular?
Yeah, it's quite common.
Whoever this developer is or whatever.
So this developer is called Noble Muffins. So let's have a look. So they have. So let's see what they've done. Noble Muffins. So the publisher is a company called Playway SA. So other games that they've done: House Flipper, Car Mechanic Simulator, Ship Graveyard Simulator, Mr. Prepper, which I've played last year, Bum Simulator, Junkyard Simulator, Car Mechanic Simulator, Tank Mechanic Simulator, Ultimate Fishing Simulator. What's that one I saw at the top there? Contraband. Oh, we discussed Contraband Police a while back because I thought, again, that's one of theirs as well. Crime Scene Cleaner Simulator.
All right.
U-Boat Simulator.
Do any of these have DLCs or just?
Let's have a. House Flipper definitely had DLC because I got a load of DLC in a deal.
Did they do Power Wash Simulator, or was that someone else?
It's not on this list, so there must be somebody else.
Sure. So I was going to say, look, there was a run of really popular simulatory random task games, weren't there?
Yeah, I mean, I think
back in the day.
I think Power Wash is still very popular. So they do U-Boat Simulator, which is multiplayer, because I think that'd be hilarious, but they do. It's unfortunately single player only.
Yeah.
What a surprise on your wish list.
Mate, everything's on my wish list.
Yeah.
Even the stuff I have no interest on is in my wish list.
Yeah.
That's no interest in. It's all there, just in case. You never know.
No, FIFA Simulator is not on your wish list.
Oh no!
You best get that added.
Oh mate, that's all right. I can't buy games for the next 12 years, so.
Oh, there you go. Sword. Lucky you.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. So, but yeah. What's that? Occupy Mars again.
Always found another game you want.
Yeah. That looks interesting. Occupy Mars. Survive and colonize Mars, a high technical open world sandbox game. Ooh. Similar to Satisfactory.
Wish list.
I may or may not have clicked the add to wish list button. That may or may not have happened.
Tune in next podcast.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say give this, if you like sort of stealth games, it's I wouldn't say it's a complicated stealth game. It's definitely the best I've ever played, but it's all fun enough, and sort of that feeling of like I'm sneaking around power and stuff, avoiding people. You do like go to a home which has got people in it, and you have to sneak around it. So like the people who had last house I robbed, there was a safe that I need to get documents out of, and I tried to do it at night when they were out. They went out for that, but the fiends, they locked their door, which you couldn't pick, and they put barriers up all across their windows, so you couldn't break the windows. That's just not on. Now, how's a thief meant to steal things? You're going to make it difficult. Make it difficult. How are you meant to steal things? So I basically, what I did was I waited till it's in the day, and then whilst they're both at home, I broke into their bedroom and hid in the wardrobe. And I just waited till they went out.
Starting to sound a bit serial killer-like now, Ram.
I waited until they went out. Then once they're out, I stole the stuff I need to do. I'd already done the safe, because the safe was right next to the window. Stupid error. I'd already done the safe bit. But I stole a load of stuff. I then found I could open it, but of course I was like stuck inside. So I thought, I'll have to wait for them to come home now. And then sneak out once they get back. I hope they'll go to bed. But luckily, I managed to find that the garage, although all the other doors were locked, I couldn't open them. The garage, however, wasn't. So I could open that from the inside. So I was opened it up. So ran a load of stuff to the car. There was a police officer who just had me patrolling outside, so I had to avoid them. One load of stuff to the car, fill the car with a load of shit, come back, steal a load of more stuff, and take it back to the car. I was like, I best go now. because each time you basically leave the town, whichever like town you've been in, you go back to your base. That's when you then like get XP. Your level goes up. So you only earn XP when you get back.
Not as you go on kind of things. It's when you
return. Yeah, and you get a rating. Anything from like, well, the lowest I've had is C, but it goes up to S tier, and I've had a few S tier ratings as well.
Sure.
So, but yeah, absolutely. I have to say it's a nice little fun, neat little game. Is it the most complicated way? No, but you know, it does. I tell you what, makes me think of Hard Space Shipbreaker. That's not a particularly complicated game. There isn't actually a lot in it, but it's detailed enough that makes it really fun.
Yeah, sure.
Although this isn't as good as Hard Space Shipbreaker, that's not better. But no, good. So yeah, I would a game I would recommend to people, but probably on sale.
Probably on sale.
Yeah, I'd be happy with on sale price. Yeah, about 20% off, half price on that. Great, but probably not full price. But yeah. Right, was there anything else from yourself today, Skazz?
No, that's it, mate. I mean, I must have ranted for a good 3/4 of an hour.
14 minutes.
How long we've been going for?
An hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, I probably took out a good hour of that.
Yeah, that's why I'll cut most of that out. It's fine. Yeah, this is a podcast. Like Skazz would say, I say how on podcast. Skazz goes, yeah. If I said, what have you actually ran? I tell about my game, and then we end.
That's it.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching us this evening. Hope you've enjoyed it. You can check out our next podcast. We're on August the 28th at 18:30 GMT +1 here on Twitch.tv here on twitch.tv/randnerds or youtube.com/randnerds. We are doing our games day, night, whatever you want to call it, this Sunday, the 17th. I'll be streaming on twitch.tv/randnerds or twitch.tv/SufferGram, either of those. And you can hopefully, this will be the end. Long overdue end.
Fingers crossed.
Long overdue end of Heroes of Hammerwatch. I think we'll do it. I think we'll do it. I think we'll do it.
I think I can. I think
I can. I think I can. I think I can. So yeah, come join us for that. So for me, the SufferGram.
Skazz,
have a good evening and a good day, everybody. See you later.
Take it easy, guys.